down, and this was really a great game by Demario Davis. I thought he showed up really big for this defense. Had a couple of sacks and tackles, and just the all-around game he played really led this unit,
Absolutely. You
and they
mentioned
were
it.
the ones
5 sacks
that were
by
at the
the
forefront of
defense.
this one.
A defense that had only had 8 sacks on the first 5 games coming into this game really stepped up in a big way and put in a lot of pressure on quarterback Geno Smith. And again, after that big play that they let up in the first quarter, they really locked in and they were able to help deliver the win for the Saints in this one against the Seahawks. Now on the other side, with the offense, led by Jameis Winston, it wasn't a flashy win, but it was an effective one. And much thanks to our kicking game for once. That really came out in a big way to help us get this win with 2 field goals by Brian Johnson. John, what did you like about the offensive side of the ball?
Well, Brian Johnson can retire right now, but Jameis Winston really had some nice throws. He just didn't get the results that I thought he really deserved on a couple of deep ones, especially. But we got Coach Payton coming in, so here we go.
You guys hear me okay? I'll wait till you finish, Coach. I'm busted. It was a good win. Obviously, always a tough place to play on the road. Dealing with the noise. Thought our defense really played well after the one explosive early on. We knew it was going to be one of those games that field position was going to be important, ball security was going to be important, and I think preparing in our mind for what we thought the weather was going to be like, maybe it wasn't quite that. I've never heard of bomb typhoon, but that could get your attention. And thought we, for the most part, handled weather. Kicker did a great job, and I thought in the special teams, the kicking game, we did some good things too. So, any questions?
John, in the first half, Alvin just kind of took control of it.
If you remember 2 years ago, well, but 2 years ago, it was kind of a back and forth, low scoring, not much. And in the 2-minute drill, we hit him on a screen that put us up. And that was pretty significant. It was Teddy's first start. And, you're always wanting to get the quarterback going a little bit. They play a lot of zone. And even in the single safety zone, they're really going to be into the hook areas deep. And I thought Jameis did a good job, especially in that 2-minute drill. That was significant when you can score like that and then start the half with the football. But we got a lot of soft zone in that. If you looked at I was asked at the end of the half, why Alvin so much? And a lot of that was based on the depth of the underneath coverage. So Jameis was smart enough to, keep dumping it to him. Typically, a good 2-minute drill, there's always an underneath throw or two to the runners, and this was no different. So then it tightened up a little bit more in the second half.
It's pretty smart if you get the third and that guy.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, listen, man, that they're competitive, and we knew kind of it was going to be that type of game. I thought, there was a couple drives where they got extended a little bit because of penalties. We knew that crew was calling the most coming into this game by far, both on offense and defensive fouls, and sure enough, I don't know what the totals were, but there were a lot of fouls called, and that was kind of on par with where they're at. They're first of 17, so we'll get a chance to look at them. Yeah, his was not roughing the passer. It was a helmet to helmet on the pass rush. So I don't think anyone was looking for that. And Sean explained it, and certainly I wasn't looking for it either. But that's what the foul was.
You guys didn't try to jump on that first field goal at time.
No. We were fortunate though, but it wasn't like a hard count or anything.
Knowing how tight they're playing the game, were you getting concerned worth it all between, Metcalf and Lamb?
Yeah, because you don't want to bring 140 people to Seattle from New Orleans and lose because it gets away from you. You're everyone's counting on everyone, and I get it. You want to be competitive, but I think that's a sign of a team that eventually you know how to win and to win and to win and to win, and that becomes everything. That becomes everything. More important than anything else, it's leaving with another win. And it's a young team. We're still preaching that message, but pretty soon you expect it. But then there's certain things, I've been in tight playoff games where personal fouls like that. I mean, everyone's counting on you. No different than ball security, really. We're counting on, if you're holding the ball, if you've got everyone's counting on you.
What was kind of the idea when you turned around and handed it to Alvin on 3rd and 10?
Yeah, well, look, we're right outside the cusp of field goal range. And I knew we'd be getting a soft zone, and I knew we were getting kind of an edge rush defense up the field. And so it was a little gap scheme, a little power scheme. And, the idea was maybe to get 7 yards and get in field goal range. I mean, that honestly is what I was thinking. I knew it was going to be a soft zone, and we felt like the way the ends were rushing, that's where different than a screen play, just a gap scheme that would be in the gun. I think that was important too.
Sean, you said last week that because of what was potentially coming weather-wise, you thought the offense had to change a little bit. When you get here, you see what it's like now, and it doesn't really change at all. Did you switch back to what the original plan?
Well, we worked all week on a plan. We worked all week on what we like in the run game, what we like in the pass game. And, as you get closer to the game, I think you go through in your mind how the game might unfold. We had a playoff game here in 13 where it was windy, wet, and so you just have to pay attention to the now and the present. And I think that I can't speak for last night's game, but that seemed damp and windy, and this ended up being a little bit better than, as a coach, you prepare for, you're telling them, and so I think overall it was a little bit less of a factor than I would have thought based on what I saw on the weather forecast.
John, a lot of good defensive individual performances. What more can you say about tomorrow's game?
Yeah, look, man, I just love the way he leads, the way he plays with enthusiasm. He's really developed into not just run, but pass as well. He's someone that has good instincts, can close the cushion on a run or a play in space. He tackles well. He's playing well. And I'm sure when we look at the tape tomorrow, we'll see a lot of good efforts. It was a good, hard-fought win. It's tough.
That last defensive sequence in particular, when you get replays at Mario, Jenkins.
Yeah. Obviously, when you get a sack, in a final drive like that, it's significant. I don't know what the numbers are, but as soon as they're off schedule, and you can sit at the sticks, tough to be a quarterback. So it's one of those things you're always wanting to avoid. But I thought it was going to be a low-scoring game. We thought about going for it early on. We kicked our first field goal. I think they did the same thing. Points were going to be at a premium tonight, and I don't know what the charts say, but I felt like points were going to be important. All right, thank you.
Hey, what's going on, Who Dat Nation? It is yours truly, TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast. And thank you so much for checking out the post-game show of the State of the Saints podcast for the Saints Week 7 victory over the Seattle Seahawks by a score of 13-10. And there's only three words I can say, or four, okay? I'll take it, brother, okay? You know what I'm saying? Or I'll take it. 3 words, okay? I know a lot of people may not be excited about this game. They may not be excited about, oh, man, it wasn't high powered. Nobody was throwing balls down the field. But like I said before on the pregame show, a win is a win. And the New Orleans Saints got the victory. They went to a very tough venue, a very loud venue, and they got the victory, man. You know, this game was a lunch pail type game. It was a tough game. It was a physical game. It was a lot of jawing, you know, and it was it was a complete effort by the New Orleans Saints, especially when it comes to the defense. I'm going to say this to all the people out there that have been complaining about the offense, talking about the offense leaves a lot to be desired. I agree with that. I do. I agree with that. But here's the caveat. Anybody that feels sorry for this defense, you're insane. I just want to say that. You're absolutely, positively insane. I don't want to hear a doggone thing about this defense and how the offense leads this defense behind the 8 ball. I ain't trying to hear none of that stuff. Because if you've been a Saints fan long enough, you know that the Saints offense has been carrying this football team for over a decade. So the fact that the New Orleans Saints defense has been a catalyst for this team this season, I say is about damn time. All right, the New Orleans Saints defense definitely stepped up in this game. They definitely showed up and showed out. Demario Davis played absolutely incredible. I think he had 5 tackles in the game, 2 sacks, almost had an interception. I mean, this dude was like all over the field. There was absolutely no answer for Demario Davis, but I can tell you this right now. Everybody that wants to know why Demario Davis played the way that he did, look no further than that other linebacker on the opposite side of the football in Bobby Wagner. For years, Bobby Wagner has been known as the class act linebacker of the NFC, multi-time Pro Bowler, you know, NFL player, all this kind of, all these different type of accolades Bobby Wagner had. And when you go up against a guy that plays the same position as you, and you have been kind of, you know, out there, you know what I'm saying, but nobody really paid attention to you, this is why I feel like Demario Davis played the way that he did. Because he's seen Bobby Wagner on the opposite side of football. It was almost like with Alvin Kamara and Dalvin Cook on Christmas Day. Everybody was talking about how Dalvin Cook is arguably the best running back in football. And Alvin Kamara went out there and he scored 6 touchdowns. It was the same way tonight with Demario Davis. Demario Davis has something to prove, and he proved it tonight. And I don't think the Saints would have got this victory without him. I mean, he was unblockable. I mean, there was nothing he can do. I mean, it was actually one play that he actually pushed the offensive line backwards towards his running back in Collins to make him fall on the ground for a tackle. I mean, the dude was absolutely a Tasmanian devil tonight. Another person that really stepped up in this game, Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara played absolutely incredible. Alvin Kamara had 20 carries for 51 yards, and he also had 10 receptions for 128 yards. So Alvin Kamara played absolutely outstanding. Almost had 200 total yards offense. Jameis Winston, if I was giving out a grade on a scale of A to an F, I give him a B+. I give him a B+. Jameis Winston made some really good throws, and anybody that has any type of problem with Jameis Winston at all, watch this game. You cannot tell me that Jameis Winston is not becoming a better quarterback. I'm seeing him throw the ball away when it needs to be thrown away. I'm seeing him throwing the ball on the ground when the play is not there. I'm seeing him throw balls at wide receivers that need to be caught and have not been caught. I mean, the dude did everything he could possibly do to try to help the Saints win this game. The Saints wide receivers suck. All right, there's no ifs, ands, no ifs, ands, or maybes about it. The Saints wide receivers suck. Absolutely suck. These boys cannot get no type of separation. They cannot catch the football. I mean, honestly, if it wasn't for Alvin Kamara, the Saints would have lost this football game. The Saints wide receivers are absolutely trash. And I've been saying this for weeks. I've said I understand why the Saints don't go out here and get wide receivers. I understand because their offensive play scheme is so complex. It's hard for a receiver to come in right away and make an impact. But they got to do something. I mean, they got to do something because these guys suck. Like, seriously, like, absolutely suck. Like, they're terrible, awful, god awful. And you're not going to, you're not going to make the playoffs with these wide receivers. You're just not. You're not going to make the playoffs. Like, even with Seattle had a really good game plan. The only problem is with Seattle, they didn't account for Alvin Kamara catching the ball in a passing game. They stopped them on the running game. And, you know what I'm saying, that was something that hurt them the last time they played the Saints. So they did a really good job at stopping the run. They just didn't stop the pass. They didn't account for Alvin Kamara in the pass. But look, in all season, I was like, give these wide receivers an opportunity. Maybe the Saints know something that we don't know. Maybe they feel like these guys that they have are good enough. They're not. They're absolutely not. And they're not going to win a damn thing if they keep these wide receivers intact. That's all I got to say, man. We're going to read some stats, and then I'll go ahead and open up the phone lines, let everybody chime in. Jameis Winston, 19 of 35, 222 yards, 1 touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 20 carries, 51 yards. And Jameis Winston, 8 carries, 40 yards. Okay. Ty Montgomery, 1 carry, 4 yards. Alex Armour, 1 carry, 2 yards. Devon Azigbo, get that bum up out of here. 1 carry for -3 yards. Lamar Miller, please come up soon. Alvin Kamara, 10 catches. Your running back had more catches than any one of your wide receivers. 10 catches, 128 yards, and a touchdown. Adam Troutman, 3 catches, 36 yards, no touchdowns, and a fumble. Marquez Callaway, 3 catches, 32 yards, no touchdowns. Traquan, 1 catch, 11 yards. Juwan Johnson, 1 catch, 8 yards. Devon Azigbo with his bum tail, 1 catch for 7 yards. Then you have the defense. Demario Davis, 6 tackles. He had 2 sacks. Pete Warner, 5 tackles. Malcolm Jenkins, 3 tackles, a sack. Cameron Jordan. So y'all can finally get off Cameron Jordan and leave him alone. He had 3 tackles and 1 sack. Then you had Tano Passanio with 2 tackles and 1 sack. Okay, and then of course you had Marcus Davenport. He had an assist, but he was extremely disruptive in the passing game. So let me go ahead. I'm about to open up the phone lines. Let everybody speak their piece. I've done enough talking. I'm gonna go ahead and open up these phone lines. Let you all chime in. I ask that you keep your calls at a minimum to make sure that everybody be able to chime in. Let them say what they have to say. Okay, I just put the link down there. But in the meantime, let me read some of these comments. Derek says, thank you, TJ. All these drop passes and these people blaming Jameis Winston. If you blaming Jameis Winston, you're dumb, period. You're dumb. You don't know football, and you need to stop talking about football. Point blank, period. Anybody that's on here talking about blaming Jameis Winston, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't do these type of things here on the show. I'm going to hang up in your face. I'm serious. If you sitting up here talking about Jameis Winston is the problem for the wide receivers, I'm going to hang up in your face. I'm just letting you know right now, if you going to come in here with a take talking about Jameis Winston is the reason why these wide receivers can't play, I'm hanging up in your face. Y'all know I don't do that because it appears to me that you have a personal vendetta against Jameis Winston because there's no way in the world that a logical sport fan can really believe that Jameis Winston is the issue for some of these wide receiver woes. There is absolutely no way. And I won't allow you to get any of this time here on the show because that will make absolutely no sense. And you'll be wasting everybody that's waiting on the line calls, period. We're gonna go to T Smitty, man. T Smitty, how you doing?
What's going on? What's going on, TJ?
I'm doing just fine, man. Thank you for being a part of the State of Saints podcast. What you got for us?
One, I'm feeling good about my Bucks Sunday, but here's the thing, and I'm a fan. I'm still a fan of the sport,
Right.
Marshawn Lattimore, that's the thing that I think y'all need to calm down there. Cause he gave them points by those what those things, unsportsmanlike conducts and getting beat.
Mhm.
Everybody beat. But I see this narrative, and I watched the Manning cast. They did a good job. They didn't freak out every time Jameis threw a ball like these other networks did.
Right.
And they know it's like sometimes quarterbacks are going to miss throws. Sometimes quarterback makes a read because the defender gets there.
Right.
Maybe the coach says, hey, if he's breathing in your face, okay, the tight end may have a touchdown, but we'll just eat it if he can't get it.
Right.
But they showed plays where guys weren't open.
Right.
And I hate how people say get the ball out quick. Let's say Tom Brady, for example, even New England, get the ball out quick. Part of getting the ball out quick is the receivers winning one-on-one.
Right.
That's how you get the ball out quick.
Right.
If receivers don't win, you throw the ball, it's a pick, and now you mad.
Right.
So look at it. Now I hope he throws 2 against us this Sunday, but 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions with that receiver.
Man, for real. Thank you.
And the hot take media has not said one word about this guy.
Not a
He's
thing. Yep.
but let him throw a pick. It could bounce off 3 guys' hand, defender do a one-hand Odell Beckham catch, toe tapping. They'll bring that up. And I think Sean Payton, maybe he's not he doesn't trust Jameis. He probably don't trust those receivers.
Would you after watching this game tonight? I don't trust him. I don't.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Awful, man.
And I want to tell these people this, like Saints fans, but I remember this. When Jameis first came in the league, he didn't have Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin, like a 3rd or 4th year at Tampa.
Yep.
He had Adam Humphries off the street. He got paid because Jameis built chemistry with him. Cameron Bray, who's still there, became one of the best touchdown red zone threat because he was on the same page with Jameis.
Mm-hmm.
So I want people to think about that. You saw that, and one thing you got to look at is decision making. You go miss throws. Sometimes the interception happens, the defender makes a play. They tip some passes, whatever. But he threw the ball in Kamara's feet, they were beat. He threw it out of the end zone. In that one deep shot that he missed it on purpose. He threw it so far, no one could get it. Quarterbacks do it all the time. I think he's playing fine. And I just want people to realize you cannot compare people to Hall of Famers because Aaron Rodgers' first year after Brett Favre, he sucked. Patrick Mahomes has 9 picks.
Yep.
With better weapons.
Yep. I mean, look, here's the thing, T. Smitty. He had 2 deep passes that these guys could have caught. Like, they should have caught okay, Kevin White, man, look, it is what it is. Kenny still should have caught that pass. He should have caught it. Like, I don't know if he got alligator arms. He got scared. He thought that Adams was about to lay that boom on him, and he just dropped it. But he laid out 2 passes that clearly should have got caught. Clearly. Like, I don't understand it. Like, anybody that's sitting up, like, I promise you, T. Smitty, anybody that comes on this dial tonight criticizing Jameis Winston, talking about his passing, I'm hanging up in your face. I don't do that, but it is what it is. This dude, like, the trash that this dude is throwing to, and for him to have the touchdown interception ratio that he has is a testament to how good this dude is and how good he can be.
Yeah. And I hear people talk, well, get Russell Wilson, these guys. Well, you ain't got no money to even get the contract. But what is he going to do with that record?
Nothing.
Remember, Troutman fumbled. That was points for Seattle. He put the ball in his hands.
Right.
But look at, like, in the rain, Brady played against New England in the rain. He barely hit 50% of his passes.
Yep.
Weather, sometimes, a lot of times, the weather, you throw it just, that rain and wind mess you up sometimes.
Right.
And I just think that people just got to understand. That team believes in him also. You see how they talk about him.
Right.
They believe in Jameis Winston. And I think that's something that fans got to understand. They believe in him. And if they believe in him, that defense does, that right there goes. That team believes in him, and I think that goes a long way as well. And hey, I got other people, man. Hey, thanks, Carl. I just wanted to chime in, man.
Man, T. Smitty, man, thank you, man. And feel free to call back, man. I know we playing your Bucks this weekend coming. So look forward to that game and call back, man. Like to get your take on that.
Hey, no problem. Hey, you have a good night, man.
All right, T. Smith, take it easy, man. T. Smitty, man, he a Bucks fan, man, but he watches State of Saints podcast. Much love to that brother, man. He come through with the real. Mocha, thank you very much for the $5. Really do appreciate that. Want to make sure I ain't missing no more donations before we go to Chris here. Let me read a comment, then we'll go to Chris. Let me read a few of these comments here. No interceptions is a good game. Jameis did a good job. Look, 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 14 total touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Can't argue with that. Traquan stopped on that route. He was wide open. Yep. Man, Jameis gave it to him tonight. Like, Jameis was in that boy's face. Like, he was up there, man. Like, I'm talking about Jameis and Sean was going at him. Hey, that's the kind of stuff that you need right there, man. I think that shows you the type of leader that Jameis is, man. Jameis definitely called out Traquan, man. I don't know what he did, but they called that boy out. Jameis don't have that chemistry with the receivers that Breeze had. That's going to take time, but he make decent most of the time. Man, look, way too laid back. That's a way too laid back statement right there. I'm going to be honest with you. Look, these guys are terrible. I ain't trying to hear nothing about that. Look, no ifs, ands, or maybes about it. This wide receiver group is terrible. I don't want to hear about chemistry, biology. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hear about none of that stuff. Algebra, trigonometry. These boys suck, period. Like, they cannot get separation. They cannot get open to save their mama life. I don't care what anybody says. Chemistry is out the window. We 7 weeks into this thing in a bye week. Look, my mom has a saying, and I'm pretty sure she's watching this right now. They said when a person shows you who they are, believe them. They showed you who they are, which is a bad wide receiver group. And you know what? Like my mama say, I'm going to believe them because I believe that this is the worst wide receiver group in football, period. These guys cannot get in separation. And Michael Thomas cannot come back any sooner, period. They're awful, man. They're awful. Ghostface, thank you very much for the $10. I'm going to go to Chris, man. Chris, how you doing, man?
Oh, my God. That was probably one of the worst games I think I've watched in a while, man. It was just a maybe not like bad in football. It was just a miserable atmosphere, man. It was just like, you know what? Storming, guys couldn't catch anything. It was, if you like defense, this is your game, man.
Yeah.
God. Shout out to DeMario, man. He
handled his business, man. He handled his business. Outstanding.
Yeah. Jameis, I thought actually did pretty well this game. Putting the ball on target, basically. But who's available for trade in the wide receiver market?
Man, I don't know, Chris. I don't know.
We got anybody?
Man, somebody. Anybody. You know what I'm saying? OBJ or somebody. You know
God, it was just like.
Get somebody out there, man. My goodness.
It was so bad.
Horrible.
The only half decent wide receiver you had out there tonight was Marquez Callaway, but he's not a number one. He's more of a complimentary piece who could be like a decent number 2 or like a very good high-end wide receiver 3. Yep. But that's what he is. He's not a guy who can be that dog like Michael Thomas could be, where like you can trust him to get open, even if he's the only guy like the defense got to worry about from the wide receiver core. Also, what's happening with Adam Troutman, man?
Trash. That's another person. I don't look. People tell my man, this is second year. He a baby. No, bro. Like he's really good at in a blocking game. He's improved tremendously. But
you don't spend a third round pick on a blocker,
bro. This dude, like he channeling his inner Kobe Fleener. Like seriously, he is our modern day Kobe Fleener. Like somebody that we thought had these high expectations for and has done absolutely nothing. Troutman is trash right now, man.
I was so happy when the Saints drafted him. I'm like, yes, I like the pick. Because I thought, man, this is a great thing. And last year, I'm like, okay, man, he's really good in the run game. If he can, I saw some potential in the pass game as well.
Right.
If he can
Me
just
too.
develop
I was
that,
the
maybe he
same
gets
way.
the opportunities, he
I
can
was
be
the
the number
same way.
one. Jared Cook's gone. Come on, Troutman. Nothing.
Man.
Only thing he can do is block, it seems.
Man. Horrible. Like, the thing about it, Chris, this is the craziest thing. He came into the league as a better pass catcher than he was a blocker. And now he's a better blocker than he is a pass catcher.
I don't
How
know.
in the hell does that happen? How do you do that?
I don't know.
I don't know, bro.
But also, our O-line was having for pass protection, they were doing okay, but run support, they could not get any lanes open for Alvin Kamara basically at all. I think the net adjusted yards, what's expected, the offensive line gives you on a run play, was less than a yard on this one. I think is what it was.
Yeah, that didn't surprise me though, Chris. That didn't surprise me because he had so much success the last time they ran the football. So I'm pretty sure they put emphasis on him running the football.
Yeah,
but they fell asleep and him passing. You know what I'm saying, being a pass catcher, and he ate him up.
AK had himself a day here.
Yeah, definitely.
Ran one of my favorite routes, Texas route. I'm like, man, if you got a running back who's athletic, basically,
right?
That's the only route I would even send him on. Basically, I would send him on that route every single time. It's just option Texas route. Basically, either you can cut it in or you can angle it as a Texas, and you were just gone.
Yep.
And the touchdown pass that Jameis threw, that was a funny play.
Because he fumbled it.
McCoy gets to him, but he drops it, hits the ground. He picks it up one hand, rolls out, and just dumps it off to Kamara, and he gets
good composure by Jameis. Yeah, good composure by him, man.
God, yeah, the defense was going at it, and I got a question. Why was Lattimore the only one getting called in the DK Metcalf Lattimore fight? That's what I want to know.
Well, I don't know, man. I guess because they try to highlight that because Lattimore has had such a great season, and DK Metcalf is such a physical guy. But
the first one he got when they were down at the 3, DK straight up just came up and just pushed him completely a few seconds after the play was over. Russ didn't notice anything.
Right.
And then when Lattimore sticks up for himself, saying, "No, you can't be doing that to me, man," he comes over. He's like, "No, that's a 15-yard penalty."
Right.
Also, what was that roughing the passer call on Marcus Davenport? Do you remember that?
Well, from what we just seen in the press conference, I just did showed the press conference with Sean Payton. He said it was a helmet to helmet. That was the reason why. Wasn't the roughing? It was helmet to helmet.
It did not look like it at all. I
don't think so either. I think that was a terrible call. But
and Seattle was trying to boo when Jameis got his skull rocked by 27. I don't remember his name, but he got he was twisted around by Bobby Wagner, and then 27 came up and hit him right in the head.
Turnabout is fair play, Chris. I mean,
and they're like, "Oh, what do you mean? That wasn't no roughing the passer."
Yeah, man, that was turnabout. Like I said, turnabout is fair play. So they got one, we got one. So they can't get upset with it.
But man, it's good at least to see our pass rush finally showed up some.
Yeah, I was concerned, man. I said at halftime. I said if they can't get pressure on Geno Smith in this game, I'm really concerned because Seattle has the worst pass rush in the NFL. Worst offensive line in football. So I was like, if they can't get pressure on these, y'all must really suck.
Hey, Seahawks, can we take your wide receivers, please? Can we have Metcalf and Lockett?
Why
did we not take Metcalf in that 2019 draft? I know we took McCoy. McCoy's been great. I love him. I think he's probably one of the best centers in the league.
Mm-hmm.
But man, and you traded that. You know what would have been nice? You traded that first round pick in that draft for Marcus Davenport.
Right.
Who many thought he could have just fallen to the Saints, but nope, you trade up to go get him.
Right. Well, look, Davenport, I mean, I can't talk about him too bad, and he played pretty good tonight.
No, I'm not saying he's bad at all, but compared to what you put in to get him.
Yeah, I agree with those. Surrender your first round.
This is what I would say. I would say he's worth a first-round pick, but where the Saints were in that draft, which I think was around the 24th to 28th spot, I think that's where he would have been worth taking, basically. I think that's the value for him.
Right.
Not 2 first-round picks. If you get that next-round pick, you can either take A.J. Brown or DK Metcalf in that next draft.
I don't know if the Saints would have even got DK Metcalf. I don't know what happened. But
Metcalf
he was
fell
like
to 64. That's what
yeah, I
happened.
know, man. But I mean, nobody really said why he fell.
Yeah, I don't know why, but maybe he could have taken A.J. Brown. He thought he was going to the Pats on draft night. I don't know if you remember, but no, he fell all the way down to like 47 to Tennessee. So Saints probably could have taken him.
Yeah, but I mean, look, it is what it is, man.
It is what it is.
Like we got that victory, man.
I'll take the W, but
yeah,
please let us go back to the Dome soon.
Yeah, I mean, they'll be there Sunday, man. But Chris, thank you so much for your comments. I appreciate it.
See you,
Call
TJ.
back anytime, man. Take it easy. Who that? Man, shouts out to Chris, man. We're going to go to Sam. Thank you very much for the 499. Says, what are the Saints going to do with the wide receivers? They look bad tonight. Look, they're not very good, okay? And the rain didn't help the cause. I'm gonna just say it like that. Michael Thomas cannot get back any sooner. They need to do something because there's no way in hell they're going to be able to beat some of the top competition that they got to play down the stretch with this wide receiver core. And I think that anybody that's talking about Jameis Winston right now with the trash that he has to throw to, I'm being so serious. With the trash that this man have to throw to, if you're talking about the man, he's not a good quarterback, man. Look at that, man. He was wide open, man. Shut up. Period. Like seriously. You can't know football. If you think that this man can go out here and ball out, throw for 300-400 yards with this, like seriously, man, you probably can find one of your homeboys on the street that have football dreams back in high school and put him out there for the Saints, and he probably can do a better job than half of these dudes I'm seeing tonight. Man, these boys couldn't get separation with the jaws of life, man. Like seriously, these boys couldn't get separation with construction cones. Do y'all understand, man? These dudes cannot get open, okay? Period, man. Like, seriously. Like, it's sad. It's sad, man. Like, I like all these cats, man. Like, seriously, anybody that's been following me on Twitter, y'all been seeing me talking about Kevin White. I was rooting for this cat. I'm like, man, I know the Saints was going to give him a streak, try to give him a streak route, or they're going to try to get this dude a touchdown. I know they is on primetime television. They trying to do it. Nothing. Kenny Stills, nothing. Traquan Smith, nothing. Devine Zigbo running the football with his bum tail, nothing. Seriously, man, like, how can you judge a quarterback based on this? The fact that this dude had 13 touchdowns, 3 picks with this? And y'all tripping? My goodness. Next caller, we got Keen Arthur, man. Keen Arthur, how you doing, man?
Man, what boy? What's that with you, homie?
Man, I'm doing
all right, man. I'm gonna tell you, I got a few things I'm gonna say. First of all, TJ, you grew up in my era. What you about, 35, 36?
35.
I'll be 34 in January. So I want Sean Payton to scrape all them Chuck E. Cheese tokens we call wide receivers. Just scrape them together and trade for Will Fuller or Brandon Cooks. You hear me? Because, like you said, how can you expect a quarterback to go ham with receivers who can't even get separation from their own shadows?
Right.
I don't understand. And I'll tell you another thing. I will not hear no Jameis. I will not hear no Jameis Winston slander tonight. Not tonight.
That night.
The way that dude playing, bro, decision making. That was the first thing that jumped out to me. Him throwing them balls over them people's head where nobody can get it and taking a few sacks when he had to. I'm cool with it. But I'm concerned, bro. I'm concerned. If we don't go get another receiver, somebody, me personally, give me Brandon Cooks or Will Fuller. They're elite route runners. It's that simple. I don't care who you put on them, a number one corner or not. They can get separation from them. But between the receivers we got now, bro, man, put that in a pillowcase and kick it up the street, bro. I like Callaway, but no, bro, no. This a no go for me.
Mm-hmm. This ain't it, bro. Like I'm dead serious, bro. This ain't it. This ain't it. Like, yeah, you gotta find something else, man. Or you ain't making no playoff run, bro.
Right. 7 weeks. Well, what's this? This week 6, week 7?
7.
Either way, it's too much time for y'all. One person shouldn't come out of your lineup, Deontay Harris. One person shouldn't come out your lineup and everything go to SHIT. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that should not happen. And then these be the same dudes who want to beat their chest when they make a catch or a first down. No, bro, you got to be consistent. That's like you playing in the NBA, you playing defense for 22 seconds and you get a block at that 22nd second, but the last 2 seconds you let the dude get the rebound and score. What is you celebrating for? You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. Man,
they're not good, Keno. Like I'm being dead serious. Like they're not good, and it's no ifs, ands, or maybes about it. Like, and like I say, anybody that criticizes Jameis Winston tonight after what this man have to throw to, like you see this, nobody is getting open. Like you've seen this on several occasions where this dude had to tuck the ball down and run with the football or throw it away. They're not good, man. They're not good. So how can you judge a dude based on what you're actually seeing right now? Period.
TJ, dude is on pace for 40 and 10. 40 and 10 with these baby's kids in the Saints uniform. He's on pace for 40 and 10. And I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna let you go, TJ. One thing I like about people, bro, is consistency. Not just with their play, but with their personality. Jameis Winston, in an interview in the offseason, he said he told his receivers, particularly Traquan, when they was working out together, he said, never stop running. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to find you. Just keep running. That's why he was in that boy facing like that on the sideline, because the boy let up on that post route. That would have been a completed pass had he not given up on that route.
Impossible.
I would have chewed him out too. Traquan Smith soft, bro. I'm done with him. Like, I've been pulling for him. No lie. I've been pulling for him. But I'm done with that kid, bro. Hey, 4 years, that's enough. You ain't showed me nothing. Take that boy, give him a hot dog or a beignet, and send him on his way. I'm good.
I feel this way about Traquan Smith. He is who he is. I've said this before. If people are looking for this man to go out here and break out and be a 120-yard receiver, you're wasting your time. This dude is always going to be like a role player. It didn't really help his cause that the first game he came back to was a downpour. But, man, you got to be able to help your guy out. And there's no excuse, man. He should have more chemistry with Jameis than any other player. Man, you slept in this dude's crib. Like, you was on the futon, you know what I'm saying, with the fitted sheet. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way you should be out here playing like that. You know what I'm saying? Your wife, you know what I'm saying? Jameis' wife knocked on the door. Traquan, you need some crackers or something? You good? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You need Sprite? You know what I'm saying? Like, you supposed to have the best chemistry with this dude, and you come out there, man, like that? No, sir. No, sir. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man with the bed, bath, and beyond to get you some sheets to sleep in his room in his house. And you still can't, man, come on. Y'all supposed to be on the same page right there, man. You ate eggs at this man's crib. You picking up this dude, kids, lifting them up in the air, throwing football passes in the backyard to him. Y'all supposed to have the best chemistry on the field, man. But Keno, thank you so much for being a part of State of Saint podcast. I really do appreciate it, man.
All right, bro. I'm gonna say this last thing, bro. I don't need you to be a 100-yard receiver. Can I get 50 yards? Can I get 60? That's it.
In this case,
can I get 10?
All right, TJ, I'm going, yeah, man. Good one.
All right, take it easy, man. That's Keen Arthur right there, man. Seriously. Can I get 10? This man, what he had, 6? This man wife went to Bed Bath and Beyond, got some sheets. Like, man, I can see Jamie like, hey, babe, you go to Bed Bath and Beyond, go give me some sheets. You know what I'm saying? Like, Traquan coming over. Traquan, she go get some sheets, hook that man up. Got the good pillow, got the Posturepedic pillow, got him the Posturepedic mattress. Going out there throwing footballs at the high school, and you go out there and play like that. Man, give me my sheets back, man. Give me my fitted sheets back, God dog it. Look, you ain't sleeping on my sheets. God dog it. Go out there and get the good sheets for you, and you go out there, you stop on the post route when you wide open. Man, next caller, man. We got Vintage Negro on. Vintage, what's going on, man?
Man, what's up, man?
Man, nothing much, man. Hey, what you thought about the game tonight?
Man,
Man, that was some bull crap. I know we won, bro, but come on, man. Those receivers are dog water, bro. You might as well throw it to a dog, bro. You might as well just let Ren 10-10 run his ass out there and try to catch the pass with his mouth, man. They'll have a better chance, bro.
Man, that was awful, man. That wasn't it, man. That ain't it. Like, seriously, that ain't it. If you're gonna try to make a run at this thing, that ain't it, bro. They gotta get better. Lance Moore ain't coming through that door, man.
Yeah, then how you gonna blame James? Talking about James. Okay, I know on some of the passes he wasn't accurate. I know that. But I mean, come on, man. That man played good today, bro.
Yeah.
For what he had.
More time, yeah. What was out? You absolutely right. For what was out there, and you 19 to 35, you definitely.
That's good. Cause let me tell you, I used to be a Bucks fan. Dog, this nigga would throw that bit, throw it. He gonna throw it. He was gonna throw it. I know that boy. He gonna try to fit it in there. He go no risk it, no biscuit. Oh, right. he gonna risk it.
Yeah,
whether you get the biscuit or not.
Man, said not just biscuits, syrup, molasses, anything you want.
He don't care. That boy finna throw that ball. That boy finna try to get that ball in there, boy. Risk it, no biscuit. Okay. Nah, man, but he played, man. I like the decisions he made, bro. He took sacks, throw the ball away.
Right.
But them receivers, bro, come on, man. Come on now. All these dang Jameis haters, what do they really have to say?
Nothing, man.
Their main receiver was Kamara.
Right. A running back.
A good running back.
But, yeah, man, but look, the wide receivers ain't it, bro. If that's what you gonna roll out there every week.
I mean, what is it gonna do?
Look here. If you gonna roll out with that every week, bro, I'm just letting y'all know right now, you ain't winning nothing. Okay, you ain't winning nothing. You gonna win some games. Like, you gonna be like, look, they gonna play rough and tough and all that kind of stuff there. But if you're expecting these wide receivers to go out here and give you that protection, bro, you wasting your time, bro. Like, for real, you can go out there and go, you know what I'm saying, go look at, you know what I'm saying, go to the mall, go to H&M with your girl on Sunday or something. You think this wide receiver group gonna give you this type of production that you looking for on a weekly basis like you see at some of these other teams? Hell no. It ain't happening, bro.
It ain't gonna happen, bro.
Hell no to the no.
No, bro. It ain't gonna happen.
Man, Bishop Bowinkle.
Hell no to the no. Hell to the no.
Ain't happening, bro. Vintage Negro, but what you thought about the game overall, man? Defense.
Overall, it was good, man. I like what the defense did, man. I kind of see. I mean, in the first half, they was kind of still having problems getting pressure on the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of concerns me because the Bucks, because Tom Brady get the ball out in 1 second, and you gonna, you know.
Yes. Thank you.
And then he might have, and then my boy, he just told me Gronkowski might be back.
Ooh, snap.
So
look, defensively, Vintage. I ain't got no problem with them defensively. It's just the offense. Like,
that defense
Tampa
was sleeping tonight.
Yeah, Tampa being able to go out there and put up these points, man, you're not being able to respond. That's the only concern. But the thing about it is, I feel like they'll play a lot better offensively because they're playing in a dome this time. So they'll be able, you know, they ain't got to worry about weather and all that kind of stuff there. And then you playing on that artificial grass or turf or whatever. Yeah. So they might be able to benefit you. So I expect them to be better offensively. I expect Taysom Hill to be back. So that gives you that different dynamic. And I don't know about Deontay Harris, but hopefully Kevin White can go out there, you know what I'm saying, and catch a pass and don't have them butterfingers. I mean, I don't know, man. He must be allergic to the football. I know he's been out of football for a minute, you know what I'm saying, but this man need to catch a pass for God's sakes. But Vintage, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the call. Call back anytime, brother.
All right, bro.
Yeah. That Vintage Negro right there. We're going to go to Nick. Thank you very much for $4.99. It says, it's so sad, but we won't go anywhere if we don't improve in the wide receiver room. Thank you. The defense is going to be wasted by a trash offense due to these T-Rex hands. Yes, man. Look, they got to get better. They got to catch the football, man, because that ain't it, bro. That ain't it. That is not it. That ain't it. Let me see. TJ, we need help on offense, to say the least. We're going to go to Chosen. Chosen, how you doing, man?
I'm going good. What's going on, TJ? Doing
Man,
good?
I'm doing just fine, man. Talk about these Saints and these bum ass wide receivers we got. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I look.
TJ,
I know my grandmother watched this show.
I-
Grandmama, I'm sorry, but look, we got to call it for what it is, Grandma. I love you. You know,
TJ, I'm in the hood. You know, I seen the dudes still in the TV get more separation from the police than these dudes got.
Man, this is
They
insane
can call
right here,
some of the
man.
guys who run from the police around here. They want separation. That's
Man.
where it's at. But now, in all seriousness, man, I mean, this is one of them tough battle games, bro. One of them battle tested games, bro. What
Right.
stuck out to me the most, that boy Jameis looked like Drew Point over the came to that 2-minute drill.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he did that. He
That
did
dude
that.
with the Steve Nash, that thing went to work. You know what I'm saying?
Jameis was balling, man. He was
He was
dealing,
balling.
man.
But look, speaking of Jameis, bro, it's like, okay, I want to address the Who That Nation. They had people talk about Jameis the first few minutes. I mean, even when they scored, when they did that one little score with DK Metcalf, all I heard was, "Oh, it's over. Oh, it's over. That's ball game. It's over. That's ball game." Like, bro, they so fair weather. Can you allow the game to evolve and to fully develop before y'all just start?
Man, I don't pay attention to them. I don't pay attention to them.
You know what I'm saying? And
them
the thing
washed
with
Saints
Jameis
fans,
is,
man. I don't pay attention to them clowns, man.
right,
They don't know
man.
nothing
And the
about no
lazy
football.
commentating, man, like they so ready for him to make a mistake. Imagine you
Yep.
going to work and you do your job, but you got the supervisor or this manager just right there.
Right.
Just right there. Waiting for you. Wait for you. You look back. You all right? You good? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm just here. And as soon as you mess up, hey, I won't call you to the office. Like, come on, man. Like, this man can't do nothing. They just probably be on their phones or have their clipboards or their notebook of composition.
Mhm.
Okay, James, completion. Interception. They calling everybody.
Man, for real.
They calling their mamas, their grandma. Did you see it?
I told you, bro. I told you. I told you wasn't it. You don't need no contract.
Even a broke clock work right twice a day. Even a broke clock is right twice a day, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, these guys get paid to stop what this man doing.
Man,
so you
that's
can't
what I'm
judge
saying.
him by every throw. I mean, every snap, every time he say hut. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't judge this man. But on top of that, bro, the defense. When the last time, TJ, you've been so happy to say, "Well, I know the defense got it."
Man, for real. That's why I'm saying, what the hell are y'all tripping about? This is what we wanted for years.
Yes.
Bro, we used to pray and hope that Drew Brees would have the last possession so the defense won't see the field.
I was hoping that the defense get a three, offense get a three and out, so the defense can make a play.
Thank you. I was like, man, kick this field. Okay, defense, make it happen.
I feel like every time the Saints got the ball,
man,
son, just go ahead and plant.
Bro, look, my favorite players right now on the team are Blake Gilligan in the defense. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Blake
sir.
Gilligan to park them back to the 5 and the defense to get them stops. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, man, this offense.
That's like, can we do that? Can we come out and just punt
and
play
for real?
defense?
Like, I'm looking forward to Blake Gilligan.
Blake Gilligan, the truth, man.
Let's go, baby.
And Poe have a Camaro. Boy, I hate to see the day when I have a Camaro get the showing his you know what. Because he can make the argument. This man put the team on his back, dreadlocks, eyelids, shoulders. This man is literally picked up New Orleans Saints and carried them, bro. Like,
the only thing I gotta say, Chosen, is that the New Orleans Saints lucky they had to pay this man a year early than a year late. Because if they had to pay him this year,
he was out of there.
He was out.
He was hurt. He was set out. Hey, son, I'm not feeling it today. What's wrong?
He playing for the Dolphins or something, man, for real. But
hey, one more thing before I let you go, man.
Go ahead.
This man said Traquan spent the night. His wife done broke out the good sheets.
Man, the good sheets. Look here, man. She called. Look, he called up, said, "Man, put out the good china for this man. This man out here eating. This man out here eating on Gucci plates.
Out the good toilet seat.
Right. This man tiptoeing across a marble floor, and you go out there and do this."
Then put some cold drinks in the freezer.
Man, for real, man. This man, let's go to Wendy's, get some checks, baby. You know what I'm saying? Get some checks for me.
Right. Had the Wi-Fi, gave him the Wi-Fi code.
Man, for real. He gave him the 5G. He said, wait a minute. What we got here at the house? 4G. Hey, I need to be able to FaceTime my wife. Okay, man, I got you. Hey, look, 5G. Let me call up Spectrum real quick. Let me call up Cox Cable. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what this man did. And you go out there and do this.
And you do that? Next time he come over there, hey, how you doing, Miss Allen? How you try going?
Man, for real. Man, better go. Look, this is what I'm going right here. We going to Walmart, man. We gonna have them Walmart sheets where they itch, where they sleep.
Well, yes. Oh, you gonna make that pallet on the floor.
Right, for real. Get that boy the air mattress that's hard at the top. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that'll wake him up.
Oh, yeah, man. But I'm glad we got the win, though, man. All seriousness. Yeah, we need a wide receiver.
Yeah,
Michael Thomas need to put some alcohol on that.
For real. For real. We need to get Mr. Miyagi. Mr. Miyagi, you ever see Karate Kid when he
Mr. Miyagi had to
heal him? Got your son.
Oh, man, I'm wide receivers, bro. I don't know. Maybe we could put all of them together and get. We might get a 4 for 4.
Man, for real, man. Look, two proofs of purchase or something, man. We need something, man.
This ain't gonna work, man. Let me call, man. It's been fun tonight, man. I'm enjoying the chat. I'm enjoying the show as usual, man. But we're gonna be all right. It's just one of them. It's one of them games, bro. You can't game plan and you got to fight to the end, you know. But
yeah, man. No
my God,
it, man. Yeah, man. It's some rough thing. It's some rough outs right now. But Chosen, thank you so much, man. Call back anytime, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, take it easy. Yeah, man. Chosen right there. Real, man. Call Mr. Miyagi up. You know, Mr. Miyagi up. Some of y'all seen Karate Kid and that boy like put the smoke on down your son's leg. You know what I'm saying? Heal that thing up real quick. Somebody call up Michael Thomas. Call up Mr. Miyagi. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. Call him up. Come in the room. Michael Thomas be like, Mr. Miyagi? Michael son, you ready for week 8? Shoot. Somebody call him up. Mike M, thank you very much for $5. Says, let's give some credit to the new kicker that made a couple field goals. Amen, amen. Yeah, Brian Johnson, good job, man. Outstanding job. Did a good job tonight. Did a good job. Somebody says, cut Kevin White. Yeah, you know, I mean, he ain't looking like he's panning out. I don't know what's up with that boy. My goodness, you was a 7 overall pick. But at the same time, man, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to get another out. I'm pretty sure they're going to let him play this Sunday in the Superdome. If it don't pan out, then he need to get cut. Stop talking down on us. Who that nation? What? Man. Next caller, man. Get out of here with that bum comment. Donald D, man. What's going on, man?
Hey, TJ, how you doing, man? You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine, man. I can hear you just fine.
How you doing, man? How you doing, man? Hey,
I'm doing fine, man. What you
put it this way. I'm about to tell you, ask a question. Is your pressure up? Because I got a lot of people tonight. Pressure is up. Their pressure is up.
Yeah.
I can tell you that. But yeah, man, you right about this wide receiving car. But again, this is why you pay a guy $100 million to be out there. Right. And when Mike's out there, he covers up all this nonsense that we have to deal with right now. If he's out there, we don't got to deal with all this nonsense before we got to deal with. And then Jameis, he's doing the best he can. He gave a guy a ball right to his hand. He just dropped it. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I don't see how anybody can criticize Jameis. I'm telling you. I really don't.
Hey, bro, let me tell you something. I don't want to hear none of these fools, none of these ass clowns, none of these wackos on TV talk about us. No, these receivers just not good. They're not good. They can't do a separation. They can't do nothing. I'm telling you, if Mike was on this field, it would have been even. Alvin Kamara was our best player offensively. Let's just put it that way.
He was our best player. Period. Him and Demario Davis were the best players.
Cam got his first sack of the year. Congratulations to him.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah. Lattimore, he played great.
Yeah.
Our secondary played great.
Yeah.
Our defensive line got pushed to the quarterback. We could still stop the run. That's not that. My defense don't concern me. Our special teams did great. Yep. Our kicker finally made the field goals. Actually, ones that we needed. Congrats to him. Blake Gilligan, he gets another game ball for his field position kicks, his punch he did in the game.
As always.
This was a great guy game. This was a great guy game. He found a way to win. I don't care how it goes.
Man.
I care. Bet a win is a win. That's all that matters to me.
Donald, that's what I've been saying. Like people up here
Simple
want
as
critique
that.
and talk about the points and how much everybody needs to make.
And
a win
is
a win.
A win is a win.
Win is a win. That's it.
What you complain for? First of all, our defense looks great. I've been wanting this for years. Now we got it. Now y'all mad. What else y'all want? What's the problem?
They want 1 million points.
They want I know exactly.
500 yards a game.
Exactly. They got so used. They got so used to our offense for 15 years to being the way it is, and now like we can't do that. So of course, we're winning different. Right. We're trying to win a different win of a ball game. Our head coach changed. 10 years ago, Sean Payton was nothing like this. 10 years later, he is totally different.
Being patient with the run game?
Are you crazy? For 10 years ago, he would have clicked on some people. He would have clicked. Now he ain't. He calm and collective. Calm. Hey, give Jameis credit. He's supposed to get on Traquan on the sideline. You're the guy.
Right.
We expect you to do better than that. You're supposed to get on him. I would. And Peyton should too. And it looks like Curtis Johnson, he did the exact same thing on the sideline. He said, get on them. You got to know when you're out there, you got to be ready to play. If you're not ready, you can't play on my football field. You can't play on my football team. Yeah. If you don't know the offense, if you're not ready, I don't want you on the field. Man. You're effing it up.
They need to do something, man. These wide receivers look.
Hey, listen. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Mike Thomas played next week. I really wouldn't be surprised.
I hope so, because they need him.
Hey, listen. Hey, real big. Listen. Let me tell you something. This is a Monday night game, but man, I feel sorry for Russell Wilson, man. Because you telling me you got to play with this team like this, and you got to play with a big ego like Pete Carroll in his ways. Yeah, you definitely should get to really get the hell up on out of there, because they're not going to change. And that's sad.
Yeah.
That's sad, man.
I like Russell Wilson. He's one of my favorite. He's
beautiful. He's beautiful. But that shit, in the offset, I hope this man don't get hurt. He got hurt, and now you're seeing why now they can't win the football game. Seattle can't win at home anymore. Ain't that crazy? 10 years ago, they were winning on the road. They win all the games. Now they can't win nothing. It's ridiculous. But again, I put all in on Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
Shit. Can't draft. You can't draft. You're not trying to do the right thing to do. You didn't fix your offensive line. You didn't do the right things to help your team win. You said they had a big ego. You didn't want change. Sean Payton did. And now it's working. Sean, 10 years ago, Sean wasn't adapting. He wasn't adjusting. It was his way or the highway. He changed. He adapted. He's adjust. He's been doing it all year long. And that's what the best coaches do. You got to adjust to get adapt. If it ain't working, try something else. And he's done that.
I agree, man.
And now people bitching and moaning about that. Yeah. Man, shut up, fool. You're not the coach. You're not the player. You're not in that room with him.
Yeah,
Let him do his job.
Yeah, Don. I mean, look, I agree with it, man. People need to go that route. But look, man, I appreciate you for calling in.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, man. Easy. All right,
buddy.
Yeah. Man, shout out to Donald D, man. Yeah, man. People been wanting a defense for a long time. And finally we got a defense, and we gotta be, it's something that we've been wanting. And it came at the right time. Can you imagine if the Saints had a bad defense and this offense has been struggling like this? My goodness, man. There would have been some slow singing and flower bringing this season. Let's see. Chosen says, I believe it's a connection thing because when I was on the phone, it was a little delay when I was told. Yeah, it probably is. You know what I'm saying? I think I've seen some people talking about Donald D. He wasn't talking over me, man. It's a delay. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the delay can be within a second. Some people will be on the same link as me. And some people will be a little bit of a delay behind. So sometimes, they'll probably just be answering my question when I'm probably talking and, saying something else. So I don't think it was anything like that. He wasn't talking over me. I didn't get that. I understand there's a little bit of a delay there. I encourage everybody to hit the like button. Thank you, everybody that's watching right now. Got 424 people watching this live. Thank you all so much. I want to let you know that the show is brought to you by Manscaped.com. Manscaped is the official sponsor of the State of the Saints podcast. And check this out. If you go to Manscaped.com and use the promo code State of Saints, you will save 20% off of your purchase. Okay, State of Saints. That's all one word in lowercase letters. State of Saints. We're gonna go to Dark Father 504. How you doing, man?
How you doing, my man? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing fine, man.
I'm in agreement with you about Jameis Winston, bro. If somebody say something negative about Jameis, bro, can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. I can hear you.
Okay. If somebody say anything negative about Jameis on any social media platform, I'm sticking my hand through the computer and just taking their keyboard from them. You know,
Man.
Jameis play. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. Traquan, Kenny Stills, we need to cut him. Trade a draft pick to the Chicago Bears and get Robinson. We gotta get somebody this week. Cut him. I'm sorry. He could take the pillars from Walmart that they bought him. They could take all that. Just go. All that gotta go. Just got to go. That's right. Yep, I called it. Demario Davis was in pure beast mode tonight.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
he was in pure beast mode tonight.
Yeah, man.
Yep, he sure was. I thought our line of scrimmage, offensive line, we got whipped at the line of scrimmage a lot.
You
I
think
really
so?
did. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt because the center man, after being out those games, him and Armstead, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. But they got to play better than that, especially in the run game next week.
Yeah,
they got to.
I agree with the run game. Yeah,
They got to.
The passing game, they played really good. They played really good, like in
Yeah.
pass protection with Jameis. Yeah,
They
I
really
agree with
did.
when it comes to like run protection. Yeah, they need work on that.
Yep. Troutman, I'm sorry, bro, but you got to sit the bench, partner. You have to sit the bench, brother. I'm sorry. I can't have that out of you. Marcus Williams, you make me happy a couple of weeks, and the next thing you know, Marcus, you're two-stepping out there. You didn't want to get hit? You know, you should have tackled that man. And it also looked like DK Metcalf kind of pushed Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah, he did push him down. He
Okay.
shoved him down to the ground. Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't want the game to be that close because I didn't want I didn't want that game to come out to the referees making bonehead calls.
Yeah.
You know, I did not want that. Dennis Allen kind of pissed me off tonight too when he rushed two players. Dennis, I'm like, oh, my wife came back and said, "What's wrong?" I looked at her. He rushed two players. You know, he kills me at times. He really do. You know, now this is the first time he actually literally made an in-game adjustment on DK Metcalf.
Right.
Literally, that I actually saw the adjustment. A lot of times we're gonna get to halftime to make the adjustment. Come on, bro. No, you got to make this adjustment in game. He did that. You know, we got our sack game on tonight. Defense, I gotta give the defense their props. They give them their flowers. They did it.
Yeah.
They did it. They really did. Like I said, I'm not gonna stay long. It's been a minute since I called you. So
Yeah, man. I knew. I was like, man, it's been a minute.
yeah, so you know, I just watch for read the comments of the whole 9 yards. But Traquan, he gotta go. Nah, Traquan, you gone. Let me get a chance to get in Sean's ear. You gone, partner. You and Steele. I give up a fourth round, maybe fourth or fifth round to the Bears for Robertson.
Right.
And let that man come on over here. We'll ball out. Galloway enough more than a third option, third receiver, possibly a second, depending on what players call. You know. I thought he was going. I saw LaJordan out there, so I was under the impression that LaJordan may get a pass in because I think he has a connection with LaJordan. Right. So I enjoyed the show.
He did good in the blocking game. Yeah, I give him that.
Yeah.
On those straight plays, he was giving some good blocks out there on the outside. So yeah.
And I swear, like that caller said, bro, I was riding because I'm in Texas. I was riding in Austin, Texas. I was on 290.
Right.
I happened to see the police chase this little guy, bro. He got separation.
No. We'll call him up then. Somebody and give him a contract. Because God dog, we need somebody.
Because we not doing nothing. I'm gonna give Kevin, what's his name? Kevin number 17 Johnson. I'm gonna give him a few more games. Kevin White. I'm gonna give him a few more games.
Right.
I'm gonna give him a few because I like his speed. I don't know if he can't catch or what, but I need to see just a little bit more of him. You know, I'm gonna give, but Stills and Traquan, y'all got to go, bro.
Right. Yeah, man,
If Sean don't cut him when I'm still, I'm gonna cut him.
Man, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Call back.
All right.
You take it easy, man.
Who that now?
Who that? Man, shout out to Dog Father. Yeah, man. Yeah, you got to step up, man. These some seasoned veterans out here. These ain't some spring chickens. You know, like these guys have been out here for a long time. They got to be able to handle their business, and I'm very disappointed. In the words of a big boy on ATL, I'm very disappointed in them this evening. You know, I'm very disappointed. We're gonna go to God of Creation. What's going on, man? How you doing? You woke?
Yep, I am, man.
Hey, how you doing, man? All right, how you doing, man? What you thought about the game tonight?
Look, first things first. Like I always say, man, Jameis Winston's that dude. Y'all got even when I hear people give him credit, they try to ease on the credit. They're like, oh, he's doing good, you know. This the offense, man. Man, look, bro, he's throwing to Kroger receivers, my guy.
Man, you ain't lying. Wish.com. That's what we got right now. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got Amazon. We got wish.com receivers right now.
No, I'm like, you know, and I know people was they was like, oh, we on Kevin White as man. Look, bro. The only reason Kevin White gets a pass is because he the only nigga getting separation.
Man.
Everybody else, man, after it was like the first quarter, after I think it was like it was sometime near the first quarter, I ain't see Traquan no more.
Right.
I ain't see Traquan no more.
No.
Callaway was here and there. I low key that 2 minute. I think he did that little crazy and touch had a little two step. I like that on the sideline. That 2 minute, man, that was good. But look, I've been trying to say we need Michael Thomas. Not later. Now we need him. Like we need him.
Right.
Because if it wasn't for the Mario Davis, the best linebacker in the league right now.
Yeah.
You know, not always playing like this, and the whole defense, you know, man, the defensive line kind of low key did their thing, but
it did.
It's like I only see it's like Alvin Kamara, Winston on offense, and the whole defense playing great. Besides the line be playing average.
Yep.
And there should be a reward for putting so many people in jail, because I'm telling you, Marshawn Lattimore has about 6, 7, 8 bodies right now.
Yep. I'm telling you, man, like, okay, that first catch by DK Metcalf, he broke free for a touchdown. And after that, he ain't catch nothing else. Like we had like 2 catches in the game. I'm like, okay, you can jaw and yap and it looked good. You got 96 yards, but you only had like 1 big play after that. Like
we got one. He had 1 big play, and I seen everybody like, man, that man DK. And then people like, oh, he just got big, man, and he was grabbing onto DK. I'm like, bro, quit.
Yeah, I mean, look, he did his job tonight. Okay, you got that big catch. Okay, clap. But after that, you ain't do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So you was just doing a whole bunch of yapping, but he shut you down for the remainder of the game.
Exactly.
And I think his second catch came like late in the third quarter, and after that, you ain't catch nothing else. So it is what it is.
And then he was getting pushed the whole time. He like DK would just push him randomly, and they not calling that. They gotta stop with that. They gotta stop. Oh man, they're gonna get back for retaliation. It's like, okay, man. How about what do y'all do when y'all get if some random dude comes up and slaps you?
Right.
Like man, he over here bullying him. Like literally, just the play be done. DK just pushes him. I'm like, man, what?
Yeah, you can say you can do all that little bully stuff all you want to, but it didn't equate to success. You went out there balling. You only had 2 catches. So if you would have got that 1 catch and they would have tackled you, you probably would have had about 2 catches for about 15, 16 yards. So
20,
you was able to, yeah. So that's the way I look at it. But
120 yards. And you know what? I feel like going forward, I know if look, if when Thomas comes back, we got the playoffs locked up. Unless somebody get hurt, hopefully not. We got the when you know how I know we got it locked up, because every time all you gotta do to beat the Saints is shut down Alvin Kamara, and nobody can do it besides Carolina.
Yep. That's
And
about
they
the
won.
I mean, look, Tampa has some really athletic linebackers too. If you got an athletic linebacker, you be able to do some things. But you know, the only thing that concerned me is when the Saints when they play some really top tier teams that got above average quarterbacks and above average receivers, it might give them some trouble, man. So they got to figure this thing out right now. Like going up against Tampa, they still, to me, they still got a way out because Tampa's secondary is suspect, and you still got an opportunity to do those things. But when you start playing teams like the Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills, man, you got to be able to match points with those guys. But God of creation, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, last thing I'm gonna say. If we don't make it to the Super Bowl, God forbid, draft a wide receiver first round. No ifs, ands, or buts. I don't care.
All right.
Draft a wide receiver.
Yeah,
and I know DeMario was looking fantastic. He's literally like he probably could be defensive player of the year. Keep doing this. We need to figure out a way to keep Quan and Peyton Warner, because DeMario has about probably 3 years left.
I think he got like 2. I think they signed like a 3-year deal. So he has throughout 3 years left. Because I don't think
I just mean in playing in general. Because
I'll say about 2 or 3
years.
years. Nah, he's not that old. I want to say about 32 or 31 or something like that.
Yeah, he got like 4 years left. We need to figure out a way to keep Quan and Peyton Warner.
Yeah.
Pete Warner. Yeah.
Because no, I was just gonna say I agree with you, man. You know, you got to be able to have a succession plan. You know, I do agree with that. No doubt about it, man.
We're good as far as corners, because it seemed like I personally believe Tyler Lockett is better than DK. He can get more separation. He seems like Tyler Lockett was that dude. It was Doug Baldwin and Tyler Lockett before DK.
Yep.
So
and we also got to give Paulson and Debo some credit too, man, because y'all gonna go over here and criticize this man against the Giants.
Right.
Hey, man, y'all need to show this man some love tonight, because Tyler Lockett is a really good receiver.
Right.
For that man to kind of neutralize him, you got to give that man some credit.
Super
creation. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Got
it.
Call back anytime, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, look, you need to give Paulson and Debo some credit, because y'all was lining up by the boatloads talking about this man, telling me how bad this man played against the Giants. So give that man some freaking credit in this game tonight, locking down and neutralizing a really good receiver in Tyler Lockett. Very, very underrated. Let me go ahead and go to Jerry, the OG of the State of Saints podcast. Jerry, how you doing, man?
What's up, TJ?
What's going on, man?
Nothing much, bro. Look, everything that was said tonight, bro. Look, TJ, I'm gonna be real with you, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna, like you said, I'm gonna call it a spade a spade. I got nothing.
Oh man, bro, if you got it, you talking about these wide receivers, you definitely ain't got nothing.
Is with these wide receivers, bro?
Bro, terrible.
Dude.
Awful.
Somebody help me with this situation, man. Somebody help me with this situation.
Like Shaq said, horror awful. Shaq said horror awful. They horrible and awful at the same time. That's what they are right now.
No, TJ, like you say, these wide receivers are hot. Garbage.
Shoot, real trash. They awful, man. Man, boys can't catch a cold and 40 below zero.
Yeah, they can't even catch a COVID, TJ. I mean,
man, they couldn't catch a cab in New York. Shoot. Shoot.
My goodness
gracious. Couldn't catch fireflies with a jaw. Couldn't catch a fish with a reel. Shoot, for real. Man.
Like I said,
awful.
I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing, man.
I mean, but hey,
Look,
OG, you have to be happy the Saints won tonight, though, man.
Oh yeah, I'm always happy when the Saints win. But
Right.
let me tell you something. The only two players that showed out in this game was Alvin Kamara and Brian Johnson, that rookie kicker.
Right.
I know Jameis did his thing tonight, but if anybody deserves some light after this game we just witnessed, it's Alvin Kamara and Brian Johnson. That's it. That's it. Because to be honest with you, Alvin Kamara was originally the wide receiver of this game. Because he was catching passes left and right, bruh.
Right.
Seriously.
Man, he was the best thing in this game. Like him and DeMario Davis were the two best things in this game. For real. Like, I'm just thank God. There's a few people I like to thank God for. Like my grandfather, every now and then, you know what I'm saying, he'll just have this spirit of moment program at church called speaking meeting. And we have to testify what we thank God for. So I want to have a little bit of speaking meeting
like
on this Tuesday night, since it's after 12 o'clock here on the East Coast. I think first I like to thank and give all honor to God. But here it is.
Amen.
I thank God for Alvin Kamara. I thank God for DeMario Davis. I thank God for Blake Gillikin. And I thank God for the defense. And if it wasn't for these things,
Brian Johnson, that rookie kicker.
Yeah, exactly. Brian Johnson. I even throw Jameis up in that thing, keeping some drives alive with the legs and arm. But the wide receivers, they have the exit stage left, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
it's
like
crescendo.
Hot, garbage out there.
Crescendo. It's over with.
I don't even know.
Shoot.
I mean, I got nothing. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Who that everybody?
Man, but Jared, man, I
can't even catch a nosebleed, bro. But TJ, I gotta drop this knowledge, bro. I got to drop this knowledge. What in the blue hell is up with these zebras, bro? Tell me,
man.
Dude, where all these blindsided calls come from, bro? It's sad, bro. I'm like somebody just get me a shotgun and just let me just shoot the referees for free.
Right.
Let me just get a bazooka and just blast them. Let me just do something. All these blind calls from left and right. Lord knows that we hate the referees, man. Lord knows that, TJ.
Look, man. Look, I will say this: that there was some bad calls. There was some bad calls tonight, but it was on both sides too. It was some bad calls on both sides too tonight. They just man, bruh. Do you supposed to take down a quarterback? Like, can you touch him? Because these roughing the passer penalties and these excessive celebration calls, unsportsmanlike, man, bro, go sit down, man, with these nonsensical calls. I don't know if you ever seen this commercial with Buffalo Wild Wings when nobody wanted to leave Buffalo Wild Wings and they called the referees. So they just start calling all these weird flags to keep the game going.
Yeah, trying to force the game to go to overtime.
Yeah, that's what I feel. That's what I feel like with the referees.
I saw that.
Is Vegas calling y'all? Is Vinny the Bull calling y'all from the mob and stuff like that? Hey, you're gonna hit the spread, yo. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all trying to do over here, but all I know is they need to do something better because this ain't it. Okay, this ain't it. Okay, because they're dictating the game.
I'm gonna tell you this, TJ. I'm gonna tell you this. We better not play like this when Tampa Bay coming to town.
No, we can't.
If we play like we played tonight in Seattle, man, it's not gonna be a good Halloween on Sunday, bruh. Not the way these bucks are playing right now, bruh.
Yeah,
we got a lot of work to do, both offense and defense.
I agree.
Lord, thank God for this Saint defense that stepped up at the end and kept Geno Smith in check before the end of the game, man. Because, bruh, we almost it was something, bruh. It was something.
I'm just glad. Look, I'm just glad it was Geno Smith throwing the football and not Russell Wilson. Like if it was Russell Wilson, it would have been a rough out.
Bruh.
Man, I'm just happy. So sometimes you gotta. It's better to be lucky than good, and the Saints got lucky tonight. But Jerry, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the call, and I'll call back anytime, man.
I will, TJ. And once again, shout out to everybody in the chat. Who that to everybody? Man, look. Let's just have a good night tonight. I mean, no matter what the situation is, a win is a win, whether you call it pretty, whether you call it ugly, whatever you want to call it. I'm happy we are 4-2. I'm happy that we got a Saints win tonight. So let's just be thankful, be grateful, and be blessed at the same time.
Yep.
I love you all. It ain't nothing y'all can do about it.
Yeah. And that's the OG, Jerry. Thank you so much for calling in, man. Call back anytime.
Anytime, bro. You have a blessed night.
All right, man. It's OG right there. You know, man, for real, man. I was just wondering what these referees, man. Like I said, did Vinny, you know what I'm saying? Did Vinny Machielli call or something like that?
Like, hey, yeah, the game is a little bit too close, okay? You already know Vegas, right? Yeah. Vegas, they have to spread. So y'all got to throw some flags here. You're not going to throw any flags. Okay. Hey, you know that pretty little wife you have there? It'd be sad if something happened to her.
Like, man, for real, what was really going on there? You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, what was going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, did the mob call with all these ridiculous calls? Like, I really just don't understand there. But anyway, let's go to Louisiana Stepper, man. Louisiana Stepper, what's going on, man?
What's up, TJ?
Yeah, man, how you doing, man? Thanks for calling in. What you got for us?
Hey, man. Let me just say one thing. For everybody who dislike Jameis or wanted to talk about him, if that was Taysom Hill, we would have lost this game.
Right. Oh yeah,
but,
man, no doubt about. Look, I think Stepper. I think the whole Taysom Hill, Jameis Winston debate is out the window. Okay, anybody that's still crying and talking about Taysom Hill, like they're dumb. Okay, I'm just saying what it is. Like, you cannot say that this man is not playing well at the quarterback position. So you just love Taysom Hill, and I ain't gonna knock you for that, but you have to agree that Jameis is doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, he definitely did a good job today. You know what? That year up under Breeze, just sitting down watching Breeze, I think he's starting to pick up a little bit what Breeze did. You know how Breeze throw the ball in the ground, you know what I'm saying, try to avoid sacks. On some of those plays, even though everybody gonna look at him because he was throwing the ball, it wasn't his fault that them damn wide receivers out there had butter on their fucking hands like early in the morning. We cooking some grits. You feel me? Like, hey, look, man. Hey, look, bro. You know how you be cooking them grits, you got that butter on there, you try to put it in that thing. it just slide on in the pan.
Yeah, man. They did not play good tonight at all, Stepper. I don't know what's going on with it, man. Hey, man, what's the problem, man? What's going on? What's happening?
Man,
what's going on with these receivers, bro?
Bro, you got Traquan. He acting like he never been out there a day in his life. He should be the one who out there balling. He been there the longest. He the one, man. That boy, Lord,
man.
He just straight hot garbage on a hot day. You feel me? Outside, dog.
Man, I don't know, man. Like, I would thought, I thought that Traquan would be rusty. But I thought he probably would have had the best chemistry. Like, they chilled all season. Like, this man was at your crib. Like, y'all watching film and stuff in your private room with Callaway and Tommy, you know what I'm saying, and Jones, you know what I'm saying, Tony Jones. Like, y'all chilling. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got elite feet, wide receiver, you know what I'm saying, route running dude out there with y'all and stuff. Like, all these different highlight films we seeing y'all all in Miami. And this what you put up, bro? Like, come on, man. Traquan, you can do better than that, bro. Like, for real, you can do better. Man. You're a veteran
man, he a vet out there, man. Then Marcus Callaway doing better than him. God damn, man.
Yes. That's sad, bro. Like, that's sad.
Facts,
Traquan is not an elite receiver. I think we all can agree with that. But he's much better than what he put out on display tonight. Like, he's much better. Like, He up there pouting and boo-hooing and mad because people was all up in his tail tonight, but he deserved it. Like if this was Aesop Winston, the dude that's on the practice squad that got activated, even Kevin White, I can understand it. But dude, you know this system like the back of your hand, dog. And you're supposed to be out there like bailing your your quarterback out. And you couldn't do that. Like, bro, there's not words that can't describe how disappointed I am in Traquan Smith tonight. Seriously. This dude was out here playing like this was his first time playing football in NFL ever. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. And I like Traquan. Good dude. You know what I'm saying? I talked to like his representation, his agent, solid cats. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, bro, this is unacceptable, man. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm pretty sure you probably gonna hear this, but it is what it is, bro. Like, that ain't it, man. But overall, what you thought about the game, Steph? But defensively, the Saints got the win. So what you thought about the game overall, man, outside the receivers?
Defensively, that's who won the game, man. Like Demario Davis. People don't know, man. He been the best linebacker in the league. Everybody talk about Bobby Wagner or whatever. He better than him. Yeah. And you seen how he was shooting through them gaps tonight, man. Yeah. He was on every tackle, bro. It seemed like when we needed a big play on defense, he made a big play for us tonight, man.
Statement. That was a statement, man. I'm telling you, like, man, when players go up against guys that's supposed to be their competition, like I said on Christmas Day with Dalvin Cook, you know what I'm saying? Dalvin Cook playing for Minnesota and Alvin Kamara going out there scoring 6 touchdowns. You don't think he heard like who was the top running backs in football and his name never really comes up or Dalvin Cook name comes up before his? You don't think when they're talking about linebackers and first team all pro bids and Pro Bowl bids and Bobby Wagner's name representing the NFC come up before his? You don't think that was motivation? Like that was a reason why I feel like he came out there. He was motivated to show the entire world, your favorite linebacker in Bobby Wagner versus me, I'm going to show you why y'all need to choose me. And he did that. So that dude is a leader. That dude is a special player. He has a high motor. He never quits. He leads by example. I got so much damn respect for Demario Davis. I don't see how anybody don't have respect for this dude. On the field and off the field, he's just a stand-up dude altogether.
Yeah, man, I'm just happy he on our team, man. We wasn't playing against him, you feel me? Because it would have been a bad day for us. Because they were stopping the run, man. They were stopping the run today. But like I said, man, overall, I think Jameis, he managed the game. Special teams did pretty good today too. We missed Deontay Harris because that boy right there, he gonna change field position real quick. Yeah. So Taysom Hill ain't play either on like short runs where we had to go for it like on 4th down. Taysom would have got them up on 3rd down. So in the run game, we got the run game down pat. But when it comes to passing, man, we need to go find some wide receivers somewhere, man. Go get them boys out of college or something. Man, want to come to the NFL and play or something, man. Because these boys that we got, man, that's the focal point of the game, man. Like we ain't got no wide receivers, man. That's the only bad thing that I saw tonight, man. Like everybody, I hope nobody don't say Jameis had a bad game because he did what he had to do. He was scrambling. He was trying to get him the ball. He ain't got their hands. You know what I'm saying? He was delivering the ball. They just weren't catching it, man.
Man, look, they had this guy. I don't know some of y'all from New Orleans. Y'all probably know what I'm talking about. If you ever caught the Franklin bus off Canal Street, they used to have this dude out there on the neutral ground. This man used to be out there running plays by himself. He used to throw the ball to himself, run top speed, and catch that thing. Now, that was about 15 years ago. But somebody need to call that man up because we need him bad. Okay, but Stepper, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Call back anytime, bro. Hey, man, some of y'all know what I'm talking about, man. It was a dude. If you went to high school around the time I did, I went to high school between 2000 2004. Used to have this dude that used to be out there on Canal Street, Canal and St. Claude, right? Dude used to be on a neutral ground, out there calling plays, getting mad at himself because he ain't run the route right. I'm dead serious, yo. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Some of y'all, man, like some of y'all probably know what I'm talking about here. If you've been on Canal, you know there's a few people that's famous out in that thing. You know, you had the preacher man who had the umbrella on his head, and then you had the dude that was out there running them routes early in the morning. I'm talking about dude was out there giving it his all, running a 4 flat. down the neutral ground, full speed, man. I'm talking about like if you own the bus about to get off, this man up here trying to run stride with the bus. It was magic right there, man. But that's one of the many folk heroes of New Orleans, but that just put me in mind of that guy. I don't know where he is right now, but Saints can really use that type of talent. Lone Wolf, we're gonna end it with Lone Wolf here tonight. Lone Wolf, how you doing, man? Lone Wolf, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How you doing, man?
I had a good laugh tonight. I had a really good laugh tonight. Yo, y'all, hey, when you call Troutman Kobe Fleener, dog.
Hey, what a lie at though, Lone? What a lie at, man. What a lie at, man. What a lie.
That's why I couldn't help but laugh. I was like, oh, he did it. Dang.
Man,
and it's so true.
Man, horrible.
I'm
I'm disappointed at dude. Look, I didn't expect for him to be George Kittle or Travis Kelce or anything like that, but I expected more production out of Adam Troutman, man. I expected more out of this cat, man. You can't look. I don't want to hear no more interview from Adam Troutman. Like seriously, interviews are designed for people that matter. I'm sorry, Adam Troutman. Interviews are designed for people that matter, that are the productive. Look, I don't want to see no, like, for real, I'm dead serious. I follow interviews from all the players from the Saints. If I see an Adam Troutman interview, next. Seriously, you haven't earned the right for me to hear anything you got to say about success and what this team needs, because for the last 3 weeks, Adam Troutman has been a culprit behind some of the most calamities and bad plays that the Saints can offer. You remember that play in the Superdome with Jameis Winston throwing a pass to Kenny Stills? It was called back. Why was it called back?
Yeah.
Because Adam Troutman was holding. Okay, Adam Troutman almost tonight, folks. Like, the Saints got away with it. Okay, so that's why I wanted people to understand, like, bad calls were called on both sides, because the referees could have clearly called offsides, a false start on Adam Troutman. And you know what I'm saying? The Saints wouldn't have got that penalty for that first down. I want y'all to know that. Adam Troutman is a big disappointment. I don't want to hear anything that Adam Troutman has to stay. Anytime Adam Troutman comes to the mic, I'm next. Okay, I'm gonna try to find out what somebody else had to say. I ain't got nothing. But go ahead, Lone Wolf. I ain't mean to cut y'all, man. What you thought about tonight's game?
Man, I knew it was gonna be ugly. I knew we was gonna have to grind it out. But look, man, I can't watch these dudes go up there and just line up and check the line of scrimmage and really think that they're gonna go out there and not get any type of separation, let alone you're not gonna catch the ball when it comes. You can't get separation for one. Then you can't catch the ball when you actually got the opportunity.
Man,
I'm just like, bro.
I'm just disappointed, man. Look, I understand where these guys are. Okay, there's a lot of undrafted free agents, a lot of unproven guys, but it's just bad, man. Like, seriously, like, these boys out here running rock'em sock'em robot routes. You know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes out here like running around in circles and not getting no separation. This man, like, these boys out here running them ABC routes. You know what I'm saying? Like, no quick feet, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody buying what you're selling. Like, dudes just putting their arms, like, bro.
When you said that they mob, they couldn't say they mob. I'm like, bro, you ain't even lying.
Man, awful, dude. Like, seriously. Like, man, I want people to understand this. Okay. I don't want anybody, like, some people probably just, man, you up here dissing. Like, I want people to really understand this, Lone Wolf. This is the worst secondary this team will play all season. Like, seriously, these guys are awful. Did y'all not hear what they said?
Facts.
They are on pace for having the most yards allowed than any other defense in the National Football League right now. They're that bad. And the Saints only mustered up 13 points. You had a 19-play drive, dude, and a 14-play drive that generated in absolutely nothing. Like, how can you, like, seriously, there's like, if you play in this game, this was a get-back game right here. This is like if you're Alabama, you're going up against Wichita State or something. This is what that game. This is supposed to be a get right game for your wide receivers to give them confidence going up against a more stiff competition in Tampa, and they couldn't even do that. That is why I'm upset, and that's what makes me frustrated because you're not going to get anything easier than this.
You're really not. And I was disappointed in that too. And the fact, like you said, when they was getting on Traquan head, it's like, yeah, because you know better, man. You've been here longer than everybody. You done been through the trials and tribulations. You know what's expected. And outside of Deontay Harris, it's really showing. It's really like this little 5 to 6 game stretch has been showing us a lot about our receiving core.
Yep.
And I'm just kind of just like, y'all wanted Callaway to be good. I wanted Callaway to be good, but he's just not that guy.
Yep.
Because by now he would be showing us clear cut, like, oh yeah, y'all can count on me. And it's not, I just don't see that, man.
Right.
I see Jameis getting frustrated, and I see Sean Payton starting to be more lenient on him because I think he's starting to see it too. Like, you know what? It is these receivers. They just they can't figure it out.
They're not good enough, man. Lone Wolf, like, let's just call it for what it is. They're not good enough. They're not good enough to sustain success over extended amount of time with these wide receivers. I'm sorry. Like, I'm serious. Like, there's a huge amount of individuals from New Orleans Saints that check out this show, that show love. But I'm just keeping it real, man. If I lose some folk, it is what it is. I can't lie. I can't sugarcoat this tonight. They are not very good. Like, they got to play better, man. They do. They got to play better. They got to play better. And if they ain't, then you better find somebody else, man. Period.
It don't get easier. And we do need to find somebody else. I'm going to just be honest about that. I mean, with all this being said, it's like it's about time we move on because we really have a chance to make a legit playoff run if we just put the right pieces in place.
Right.
And please, for the love of God, for the next draft, please
draft a wide receiver.
Loomis, please.
Draft a wide receiver,
Please don't try. You and Sean's ego is just crazy during
insane.
draft. They just be like,
insane.
I'm going to shock the world. Not just the Saints fans. I'm going to shock the world. We're going to draft another defensive end.
If they do that, bro, y'all going to hear the most. I didn't have some epic rants on draft night, but that might be the most epic. There's no, look, like, unless you about to get a free agent wide receiver that's really about to change the foundation of this team, they can go aside Michael Thomas, then fine. But if you don't have that going into draft day, I'm going to freaking rant. Like, it's going to be so epic. I'm telling you. Like, that, it's so obvious that you need a wide receiver. But Lone Wolf, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the call, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, man. Shouts out to Lone Wolf, man. Good call right there. Yeah, man. Please get a wide receiver. Pretty please. I'm going to read a few comments, then we're going to go ahead and get up out of here, man. Thank y'all so much for being a part of the show. 398 strong, still holding on. The MOD, do your damn job. The webcam spam. Yeah, man, I see the spam up in that thing. That must mean that I made it. They don't put spam everywhere. They don't put spam everywhere. They put spam on channels that matter. So I guess I made it. We made it, Who That Nation. We made it. We got spam on the page. Alpha Sports says he missed blocks and was beaten all night like a Persian rug. And I know what we talking about. We talking about Adam freaking softboy Troutman. I'm serious, man. I don't want to hear no interview from Adam Troutman at all. Okay. Look, you gotta play better for me to care about anything you gotta say. If you ever heard Charlie Brown, like if you ever watched Charlie Brown and heard his teachers talk, like, that's what Adam Troutman's commentary sounds like to me. Because right now this dude playing like straight slaw, cold slaw. Okay, slaw. We've been needing a wide receiver since 2019, but not any more than what we need right now, Debo. Throw screens against Tampa, then go deep. Need to run a football. Callaway is not good enough training camp beast. Look, he is not a training camp beast. He played good, but he's just not a number one. Hoodie Jupe, thank you very much for the 199. Say, what up, TJ? Who that? What's going on, man? Appreciate you. Appreciate you for being a part of the show. Reggie says, what's up, TJ? I was at Monday Night Raw and streamed the game on my phone at the same time. Who that? Reggie, thank you so much, man. Hope you enjoyed Monday Night Raw. I'm going to go catch that. I probably ain't going to catch it tonight. Probably catch it tomorrow. Got it on DVR. Let me see. Since 2018, really, we talking wide receivers. Callaway not a number one yet. Callaway will never be a number one. I'm calling for what it is. He'll be a solid receiver, but never a number one. He'll never be a number one. If Callaway if ever be a number one, that'll be a shock to me. Traquan is such a tool, man. I swear. Look, man, I like Traquan. Like, I'm serious, man. Traquan a solid dude, like real solid. Like I said, I speak to his representation. They really solid people, nice people. It's nothing against him. Like, I just expect him to play better, man. He's not playing up to the caliber that I know he can play. And that bothers me. And I would be lying to y'all. And if I were just to sit up here and just say, oh, just because I know his representation, look, man, nah. It's nothing like that. He's not good. He's not playing well. And he's better than what he's playing. Will be in 2 years. No, he won't. TJ, we really need OJ Howard from the Bucks. Man, somebody. Look, I don't know who we need. You know what I'm saying? Who is that? What we need the long shot from Madden right now. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. The Iceman, thank you very much for the 199. Say, are you confident in Jameis and the Saints next week? Yeah. I think they can keep it competitive. I even think they can win the football game. Not intimidated by no Tampa. You know, just because they beat somebody 38-3, man, the Bears suck. Okay, Matt Nagy is on his way out the door. They pretty much don't have a game plan together with Justin Fields. Allen Robinson just like, man, whatever. The defense don't believe in the team, and them boys making business decisions. So I don't expect for the Saints to lose to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 38-3. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. You know, they're gonna be a competitive game. And plus, on top of that, the Saints going to be motivated against Tampa because of how they got put out the playoffs. We need a Dina Howard. What a Dina Howard got to do with anything? What we need a Dina Howard for? What does being a freak until the day to the break of dawn? I think that's the song that she was known for, right? What that got to do with anything? Hey, I ain't hear about no Adina Howard in so long. But anyway, let's see. I'm so proud to be a Saints fan. I'm very proud of our defense. Absolutely. And man, take you back with that one. I will be a freak until the day, until the dawn. And I'm a hop all through the night to the early morn. Take it round the hunt on the gangster league. Freak any time of day, it's all good for me. Shouts out to Adina Howard, man. That was a classic back in the day. Some of y'all 90s folks know what I'm talking about there. A team that starts 4-2 makes the playoff 85% of the time. Let's see. And Spec says Jameis will be ready against Tampa. He has to calm down the nerves. Yeah, the first quarter always rough for Jameis all season long. All season long. That's been you know, it's been kind of like it's Achilles heel right there. You know. Let's see. Giga just said TJ in his falsetto voice. Say you may get copyrighted. Hey, like I did with Invo. Hey, man, shouts out to Don Robinson. Real talk. This is funny. I'm glad, Spec, you brought this up. Now, this is no lie. So, and we'll end, well, I won't end the show on this, but we'll end it with another question. But I did a recording, right? And some of y'all probably caught it. Okay, it was a show that I did. And at the end of the show, for no apparent reason at all, I just did like a clip of In Vogue, right? You know what I'm saying? Like it was In Vogue, Never Gonna Get It. And it was like, for no reason at all, I got to say is who that. And for no reason at all, here's In Vogue. So I played In Vogue and I got a copyright strike. So I was like, man, like that sucks. So no lies. Dawn Robinson, the lead singer of In Vogue, hit me up, right? And she was like, you know what I'm saying? She said, thank you. and I ended up like getting the copyright removed. So shouts out to Don Robinson, man, lead singer of In Vogue, showing your boy some love, man. So shouts out to her. That was love right there. Like, so when I put the like the little clip on there, and she liked it or whatever like that, and I told her I had a copyright strike. I said, just showing you some love, man. I guess she reached out and I got the copyright removed. They just told me I had to just take it off there, so I took it off. So shouts out to In Vogue, man. Shouts out to Dawn Robinson hooking your boy up with that. Let me see. Can Will Clapp play receiver? I don't think so. Let's see. We overbid ourselves for Pete, to say the least. Man, shouts out. Yeah, shouts out to you, CT Crusher. You and Nick Underhill are the best Saints personalities. Nick beats me by a mile. Nick is incredible, man. Nick is the true insider. He works extremely hard. He's passionate about writing, and I got like boatloads of respect for him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a solid dude. There's some guys in the Saints reporter room that I got. Like, first off, all of them cool. Like, I have no problem with none of them. All of them are like extremely kind. Now, they do have a few of them. I ain't going, you know what I'm saying? They do have a few that I feel like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, everybody that I've come into contact with, for the most part, have been extremely kind. John DeShazer, who y'all seen on this show on countless times. Amy Just is extremely kind. My guy, Ross Jackson. Matty Hudak. You know what I'm saying? Like, so many others. My guy, Mike Detillier, man. Like, so many reporters out there are, you know, extremely kind. And Nick is definitely one of them, too. So, you know, but I appreciate that comment, man. I mean, I try to do the best I can to give you all the best content. Austin Carr, our wide receiver, if we had him on the team, Austin Carr needs to exit stage left. Okay? I mean, he just wasn't it. Sean Payton should make the receivers and tight ends walk back to New Orleans. Let me see. Local Saints reporter for the most part, man, all of them, like, seriously, all of them like are extremely kind. Now, I do feel like some of them feel like they got a seat at the table and they don't want to jump outside of that, and you really don't get a real opinion about what they feel, because maybe they feel like, oh, you know, I want to lose my spot. Not all of them. There's a few of them, you know what I'm saying? Like, but not none of the ones I named. Okay. But for the most part, they are extremely nice. Me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a reporter. I mean, I could be. Like, if I lived in New Orleans, pretty sure I can have like the credentials and stuff like that they have. The only reason why I don't is because I do stay in South Carolina. Like, the PR guy for the Saints, you know what I'm saying? He was like, you know, that was the only conflict. But for the most part, like, you know what I'm saying, all of them are extremely kind. And I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything, because the people that are at the game, you know, you know, they're so kind. You know, when I reach out to them, you know, they're nice enough to come on the show. So I don't feel like I'm missing anything on that. Hoodie Jube, thank you very much for the 199. Says, would you rather have Trout, Cook back, or me as tight end? Hoodie Jube, no offense, I never seen you play tight end. But if you can play tight end, you know, if I seen you play and you can do the job, then I would pick you. But I would pick Jared Cook. I'm not a Jared Cook hater. Like, I'm not a Jared Cook hater. I think Jared Cook is a lot better than people give him credit for. I just think that fumble just outweighs every single thing that he did. And I just think that people just had that sticked into the back of their mind, because they're like, the Saints were driving. They would have sustained that drive if he didn't fumble. Understandably so. But I like Jared Cook. I think Jared Cook is a solid tight end. He's better than Adam Troutman. I can tell you that right now. Right now, he's better than Adam Troutman. If you don't say he's better than Adam Troutman, you must be smoking, because it's clear. A blind man can see that he's better. But I want to say thank you all for checking out the State of the Saints podcast post-game show. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and like the show on the way out. Make sure that you hit that like button, subscribe. Also, previous episodes are available on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor FM, and also you can catch the State of the Saints podcast on the Pigskin Podcast Network. Is available on the pigskinpodcastnet.com. Thank you all so much. Final score, the Saints 13, Seattle Seahawks 10. The Saints moved to 4-2. Wasn't the best win, wasn't the sexiest win, but a win is a win. Till next time, All I gotta say is, who that?